From the roiling depths of the ocean comes destruction on a red horse. The only safety is in the lair of the Mothman. Throughout history, humanity has sought to understand nature and events that we did not yet have means to comprehend. Thus, we came up with myths and folklore to try and explain what we thought was happening at the time. This has resulted in wondrous and imaginative tales that have inspired writers and poets for centuries. It has also resulted in creatures sprung from the darkest nightmares of the culture that first told the tale. In the northern Isles of Scotland, specifically the island of Orkney, there arose stories of a creature so fearsome that folklorists called it the nastiest of all the demons in Orcadian folklore. A creature that lived in the sea but would venture up onto land to spread disease, death, and destruction, killing anyone it came across. This was the Nuckelavee, which supposedly only had one person survive an encounter with it, and the only reason we have a description of what it looks like. The Nuckelavee was described by a man named Tomas, the only known first-hand account of the creature. He described it as appearing to be 9 feet tall, looking like a skinless man atop an also skinless horse. But where horse and rider met, they were fused into one being. The veins were visible, and he could see the dark blood pulsating through them. The whole mass of muscles and sinews quivering with each movement. The rider's head was larger than a human's, about 3 feet across, and rolled back and forth from shoulder to shoulder as though it were about to come off. The rider's arms were long enough to reach the ground, and the legs of the horse bore fins. The horse's head had one eye and a huge gaping mouth that emitted a foul stench that caused plants to die. It was believed that during the warmer months, the mither of the sea confined the creature, and it would not venture on land during periods of snow or rain. The Nuckelavee was blamed for the deaths of livestock, drought, and epidemics in the area. One report from 1722 blamed a disease that tore through livestock on the Nuckelavee, taking revenge on the islanders for burning seaweed, which caused a stench the creature hated. There is no record of what the creature looked like in the water, and not a lot of sources throughout history. Indeed, it seems to be a creature that has been overlooked from history. But where did it come from? What caused someone to dream up such a horrifying vision? Given the harsh waters around Orkney, the Nuckelavee was probably thought up as a way to account for the unpredictable weather and turbulent oceans in the area. Orcadian myths were highly influenced by Scandinavian folklore, and it is thought that the creature has roots in combining creatures from Norse myths with the Celtic idea of a water horse to create a monster that could represent the unpredictable and unforgiving ocean. In some legends, water horses are often associated with the Kelpie, a shape-shifting spirit that has been known to take the form of a horse but can appear human when it desires. Kelpies would prey on humans, seeking to capture and bring them to the depths of the lochs they dwelt in to devour them. Where the term water horse can refer to a wide variety of creatures, there is a clearer connection between the Kelpie and the Nuckelavee, in that both are demonic water spirits that prey on humans and possess both horse and human traits. The depths of the oceans and lochs of Scotland bore a wide variety of creatures used to explain tragedy in a way people could understand. While neither creature will be found in the real world, the idea that these creatures exist clearly stirred the imaginations of Scots so many ages ago, and the tales continue to live on to this day. What kind of nightmare or tragedy could have birthed a hellish vision such as the Nuckelavee? I have not been able to find an answer, but clearly something terrified people enough for them to believe that this unstoppable demon lurked just below the waves.